Right, can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, we can. I can hear you, sir.
Awesome. All right, if you could hear me loud and clear, please let me know in the comment section. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're joining me from. I'm pretty excited to be in your midst. I want to see an excitement in the room too. All right, so I see a number of people have joined us. I'm so excited for you. Yeah, the Piper says loud and clear. Thank you for joining the Piper. All right, if you could hear me loud and clear, please drop it in the comment section. I want this to be very engaging, very engaging. I'm pretty excited about what I'm going to be sharing today. So I want an exciting room too. All right, so if you could hear me loud and clear, please drop it in the chat room. Let me know you can let me loud and clear. All right, says Sunday David says loud and clear. Fantastic, great. Sunday Bolu says I can hear you. Great. So if you could see me too, if you could see me, let me also know you could see me very well. All right. I want to ensure that today is going to be an amazing one. All right. The reasons why you have joined in on this section today, you're able to get the value. So Akiyemi Alashere said yes. So yes too. I'm pretty excited. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Chinedu. All right, so Sunday says I can see you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to go pretty straight on. All right. So thank you, Chinedu, for welcoming me. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being a good host. So I'm going to go straight on into what we have today because we don't have so much time. First of all, I want to say thank you to the GMD of Landlord Real Estate for the opportunity to share, to stand in on his shoes. All right, it has a very big shoe. All right, but I just have the opportunity and the privilege to be standing in for him today. He's supposed to be here, but it's very much unavoidably absent and has to be attend to something very pressing. But I can assure you that today we're still going to get some value from the conversation of today. So I'm going to go start off right away. All right, starting off right away. So like I said, it's going to be very engaging. So I will encourage that we also use the chat room. In the course of what I'm sharing, if you get some value from what I'm sharing, please drop it in the comment section, in the chat room, sorry. Drop it in the chat room so other people can learn. Or also, whatever that resonates with you, with what I'm sharing, something new that you're getting, please drop it in the chat room. I'll be excited to read from you. And of course, other people will be also excited to also learn from you. So thank you. Without wasting too much time, I'm going to go straight right on into our topic for today. Which is urbanization and real estate investment in Nigeria. So before I go straight on into this, let me just do a quick thing, just very quickly. All right, I know we have a lot of people joining in right now, about 14 participants so far. So I'm going to the chat room now. Just quickly help me drop your location, what's your name and location. Yeah, name, location is fine. And maybe one thing you want to learn from today's conversation while you're here. Just quickly drop it in the chat room. I just want to read that in 1 or 2 minutes so I can know how to position what I have to be able to tailor to your own need. Okay. So in 1 minute, can we drop it in the chat room? Just drop it in the chat room, your name, location, and yeah, your name, where you're joining from, if that's your location. And maybe just in 1 minute, what are you, why are you here? What do you want to learn from today's conversation? All right. So I'm on the chat room right now. All right, so Chinedu says Lagos, Emi from Abuja. Emi, so welcome from Abuja. Who else there? Can we drop that quickly in the chat room? Quickly. Thank you, Emi, for joining from Abuja. Also share what your expectations are for today. What are your expectations? What do you want to know? What do you want to learn about? Okay, let's keep that coming. Tunde from Lagos. Thank you, Tunde, for joining. Ekene is from Lagos. Ekene woman from Lagos. Thank you for joining. Ekene, who else? All right, thank you. Let's keep that coming. Abiodun Opaniran from Lagos. Thank you for joining. Abiodun, thank you for joining in. Who else? Let me just take one more, and then I'll just go straight on. One more. All right, one more. Peter from Anambra State. Thank you, Peter, for joining. So keep dropping that in the comment and in the chat room. I will read that as I go on, okay? So that I don't take too much time. All right, my intention was to start at 1:15. So I'm going to be starting right away. So keep that coming in. Olajide from Lagos. Thank you, Olajide from Lagos, for joining. Thank you so much. All right, who else? Keep that coming in while I go into what I have today. Okay, all right, so I'm going to go straight right on urbanization and real estate investment in Nigeria. These are very exciting topic, and I'm going to be sharing from my own perspective of how I see the real estate industry in Nigeria or real estate investment in Nigeria, and how urbanization has been able to enhance it, especially in some states in Nigeria. And I'm going to mention that as we go on. So quickly. All right, so like I said, I mentioned my name before. I think Chinedu has mentioned my name. My name is Terry Omodibo. I'm part of Landlord Real Estate Limited. I'm the business manager here, and privileged to be standing in for a GMD, who is, like I said, who's ably absent. So before I go right on, I just want to share my real estate story. My real estate story. Maybe someone will be able to learn from this, because I know we have a lot of people right now at different levels or different stages. All right, the Piper says joining in from Lagos. Thank you, the Piper, for joining in. So I know some of us are on different levels or different stages in our real estate journey. So I want to share mine. All right, so some of us may be at maybe right now spectator stages. We'll never have bought any real estate for ourselves. While some of us may be at maybe a beginner level, some of us may be at a middle, just maybe an average level. Why some of us may be very advanced. So for whatever level that you are, for those who are beginner levels, this will stand as a guide for you. All right, this will stand as a guide, something that something you can take on and make actionable for yourself. While those who already have some information about this, it can serve as a guide. But for those who are already plugged into the real estate investment industry, real estate industry in Nigeria, perhaps this will serve as maybe a reminder or serve as an extra value. But I said, whatever level that you are in the journey in the real estate industry, I believe that you're going to get one or two things as a takeaway from today's conversation. Okay, so first of all, my story. Let me share my story quickly in a minute. So I bought my first land in 2005. 2005, I bought my first land in 2005. Just a minute. All right. At that time, I was really very scared, very skeptical, very scared really. But there's one thing that I came up with. I came to Lagos 2001 after my youth service, and I came with an intention. I came intentionally. All right. I knew exactly what I want to do. All right. I want to become successful, I want to become wealthy. And I know that as soon as I start gathering money, I was going to buy land. But I didn't have a clue exactly how to go about it. But I know that investing in real estate was something that's a going concern for me. But like I said, I was really very skeptical, very scared, because I've heard about a lot of stories of people who have lost their land, all right? A lot of people who have lost lands, really properties in the past, all right? To scammers, to Omoliles, okay, like Omoliles in Lagos, but where I come from is not Omoliles, to land grabbers, and so many stories, shocking stories of people, all right, from different levels, from different areas, okay? So I heard those stories, but still, I know a lot of people who had been able to grow successfully into it. So one of the first things I did was I had to change my mindset. So my mindset was, even though people were making mistakes, I don't want to make mistakes, okay? I was ready to take it head on, probably learn through, make a few mistakes, but I wasn't ready to make a big mistake to the point of maybe losing my hard-earned money to land grabbers, or losing my hard-earned money to land takers, okay? Or even people or families that claim as if they had it, or something like that. So I was really scared. So like I said, one of the first things I did was I changed my mindset. The next thing I did was that I went after knowledge, I went after information. So what did I do? I bought 2 books. I can remember very well, 2 books. So what I did was I was reading the books and I was implementing. I was reading the books, I was implementing. I was looking for the relationships. I was looking for the people. I was looking for those who had what I didn't have. And then with that, I was ready, eager to learn through the process, not by watching from afar, but learning through the process by engaging in the industry, by engaging in the process, okay? So I did that, and today it's history. So like I said, I changed my mindset, and I went after information. Then the third thing I did was I looked for experts. I could remember very well a friend of mine who was an expert, especially in mortgage. At some point, I wanted to take on mortgage, and I was asking him some information about what I wanted to do, and he told me about mortgage. And I remember I paid him some small amount of money to hold my hand through the process. Okay, and he did, and the rest is history. So today I've went as far as not just do my first real estate acquisition. I've done the first, I've done the second, I've done the third, I've done the fourth. Beyond purchase for myself, I purchased for myself. I've also gone ahead to be able to help other people. So I came up with some friends together at that level. We came out, I think we were 20. We put our funds together. We bought acres of land in some part of Nigeria. Okay, so you could say that I think I have some level of mastery or some level of experience as far as the real estate industry is concerned, especially in Lagos and probably in neighboring states here in Ogun State. So that's my story. So I believe one or two persons will learn from that. So like I said, in a nutshell, I changed my mindset. I went after knowledge and I look for mentors, people. I look for information. And today, like they say, the rest is what? History. Okay, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So before I go further, I want to encourage you to take a notepad and a pen to take some notes, and more importantly, plan to stay to the end. Please don't miss out on any bit of very important information I'll be sharing today about the topic. Okay, the topic, like I said, is a very in-depth and very interesting one. All right, even in my experiences, there are some things too that I never knew, but just being able to prepare for this, I'm like, wow, such a mind-blowing information or vast level of resources in this industry that everyone needs to tap from. So today, those who stay to the end of today's conversation will get a gift. I think Chinedu have said that before. All right, to stick to the end, you get a free gift, and also take a chance, stand a chance to take advantage of a very special offer that I will be making at the end. Thank you, Uchenna Daniels, for coming. It's a good day to everyone. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so let's move on. If you enjoyed my story, please put it in the chat room that I enjoyed that story. Or if you learned one or two things from that story, I came from Lagos. Thank you for joining. All right. If you learned at least a bit from my story, please put it on the chat room. I said I learned. All right. You want to go a step further to just share one or two things about just this little thing that I've shared just now about my story, the lessons that you've learned from it. Put it in the chat room. Like I said, it's going to be very engaging. All right, so I always want you to always get into the chat room to actually share a feedback so that I know that you are getting something from the conversation. Okay, so get into the chat room and let me know what you learned from my story. Moving on, urbanization and the real estate investment in Nigeria. So I'll start this whole conversation by saying something as an introduction. That real estate has continued to play a major role in man's evolution. Frederick Nathaniel, yeah, he said you learned something. Please put in the chat. What did you learn? What did you learn? All right. I want to know 1, 2, 3 things that you learned from that story. Okay. So real estate has continued to play a major role, very major role in man's evolution. Okay. Why did I say that? Okay. I know some of us know about the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The Maslow's hierarchy of needs. All right. About 5 levels, pyramid of needs. There he mentioned that the basic one, which is a physiological need. All right. If you know about the Maslow's law of need, drop it in the chat room that I know. If you don't know, say I don't know, all right? So that we understand where we are in the journey. So the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, there are 5 different levels. It talked about the physiological needs. It also talked about the safety needs. It talked about the love and belonging needs, okay? It also talked about esteem needs. And then the last one is self-actualization, okay? So, but the basic level there was the physiological needs, There he mentioned a couple of physiological needs. And there are 3 right now that I could say it's connected to real estate or connected to the sustenance of mankind. 3 of it. Number 1 is food. Number 2 is clothing. And the third one is what? Shelter. So you could see that these 3 physiological or basic level of needs, everyone needs food. Everyone needs clothing. Everyone, including you right now that is listening to me, needs what? Shelter. Now look at these 3. They are all connected to real estate. You get food from the soil, okay? All right. Clothes, you plant, of course, you plant the textile, you plant the trees that produce what you use for clothes, the textiles for clothes. And of course, like I said, shelter. What do you use? You use cement, you use land, you use sand, you use whatever, all the things that you use. If you look at it, everyone, or at least a large number of it, is connected to the soil. Wood that is being used is connected to the soil, all right? Trees, from trees. So these 3 basic needs, all right, at least amongst every other, is linked to what? Real estate. Second thing there we need to know is that there's hardly any business you could do today that doesn't require a form of or is not linked to real estate. Think about it. Right now, I'm somewhere, all right, in a shelter, all right, somewhere around Lekki Phase 1 right now, talking to you or speaking on this webinar. Okay, I'm somewhere covered. Of course, that particular building is on land. Okay, so if the owner of this place didn't have access or pay for the land, it cannot put up the structure. And even the structure has what? Blocks and other things. And including everything's connected to real estate. Okay. Now, whatever business you're doing, or whatever business that anyone out there, including the SMEs are doing, is one way or the other linked to real estate, because of course you can't do it from just anywhere. You have to stay somewhere to do it. So why did I start with this? Like I said, real estate plays a major role in mankind. All right, it's connected to mankind, and it enables us, it's critical to the success of mankind. Now, let me share some facts about the Nigerian real estate market. All right, facts about the real estate market. This you can find out online. All right, from anywhere you can get this. It's online. All right, you can go to this and you get this. So in the last few years, the Nigerian real estate market has expanded really massively. All right, and it's not just expanded really massively, it's recording exponential growth right now. Steady increase in foreign direct investment, especially in the last 12 months, especially during the lockdown. Okay, there's also fast urbanization, right? There's fast urbanization, and also even it has a corporate demand right now. Okay, everyone, like what I was saying yesterday, that people make money and then they put it on in real estate. All right, people make money and then what do? They keep it in real estate. Okay, so according to a January 25th, 2015 report by CBO Capital, the sector or the real estate market in Nigeria was valued at 6.4 trillion naira. That's about $39 billion. And of course, it's growing at least at 10% a year. That's massive. Now, for the Nigerian real estate sector, right? In 2021, so far, 2021, second quarter of 2021, the Nigerian real estate sector has posted 3.85% growth in the last 6 months, the second quarter, end of the second quarter. That's representing the highest growth in 6 years. That's massive, very massive. Another statistics which you can also check out there, according to the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, NBS, Nigerian real estate sector output accounted for 6.39% of country's GDP in 2020. You know, I said that before, that even in a lockdown, a lot of people were locked down and locked out, but the Nigerian real estate market was blossoming. I could tell you that because I have a lot of people that I'm connected to that is involved either directly or indirectly in real estate. Okay, that's about 2.78 trillion or $7.3 billion. Now, that share of national productivity has contributed significantly over the last few years. So this Nigerian real estate market is very massive. And that's why we're here today. Now, despite the size of the Nigerian real estate industry, it is still not meeting the demand of everyone. I told you about mortgage at some point. So the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria says something today that the country's housing deficit stands at least 22 million units. 22 million units. That's a whole lot. All right. Now, this is up from 17 million that was reported just a few years ago. So look at it every day. There's evolution. It continues to evolve and continues to evolve. Now, as an investor or as someone that is taking a look at the real estate industry, these are some of the things you have to look at for. Now, another shocking one is this, that the World Bank had also estimated that Nigeria will need 59 trillion in investment to plug that deficit I just mentioned. 22 million units. Nigeria will need what? 59 trillion. Now, what part of that do you want to collect for yourself? What part of that? All right, to plug just the housing deficit. This is not other sectors. This is just the real estate industry sector. Now, if you look at it positively, there's a lot of grants, even for realtors, there's a lot of grants for real estate investors. And I could tell you for free that even right now in the real estate market or in the real estate industry in Nigeria, people who are in are not taking as much advantage as people who are outside. A lot of people in diaspora are taking more advantage of the real estate market in Nigeria because of what they see. They see a whole lot that we don't see. And that's the reason why we're having this conversation today. Let me pause a bit and see what's going on in the chat room. Are we getting something? If you are getting something, please say, I am getting something. Michael says, information is key. Awesome, awesome. Now, someone else said that, Emmy says, I'm actually looking for investments that will help manage inflation. Also, I'm going to be sharing that before the end of this. So stick very close. If possible, like I said, take notes, all right, for what I'm sharing today. Awesome. So if something drops in your mind, please drop it in the chat room. I'll come at periodical times to actually look at it. Tunde says, I'm getting something. All right. St. Abe says, you are on point, sir. Thank you so much, everyone, for that feedback. All right, so let me go on quickly because the time is running. Okay, so I've shared all this. Let's talk about a little bit now, a little bit about the Lagos real estate market. So now, why did I say Lagos? In the Nigerian real estate market, there are two cities that is the highest. Two cities. Who could share those two cities? Like I said, two cities, maybe three cities, but majorly two cities that are really booming right now as far as the real estate industry in Nigeria is concerned. Let me go to the chat room. Could you share with me right now those two cities, please? Two cities, two major cities that is thriving, that are like the tops right now. Abuja and Lagos. Mark Baker, thank you so much. Abuja and Lagos. All right, who else has contrary opinion to that? Any contrary opinion to that? Abuja and Lagos, and maybe Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is evolving a bit, but really, if you really, Emmy says Abuja and Lagos, awesome, great, that's it. Abuja and Lagos. If you really want to try in the real estate market in Nigeria as a whole, hey, pay attention to Abuja and Lagos. But in the hierarchy, more attention to what? The Lagos State real estate market. So let me share a bit about the real estate market, and I will zero this down and then share with you how you can take advantage of this untapped wealth in the real estate industry. Now, Lagos, like we know, is the most populous city in Nigeria, right? It's been estimated that we have a population of at least 22 million people, and they say it's increasing every day, all right? So if you have a different opinion, please put in the chat room. But I know with this census some years back, all right, no census so far, but at least the statistics says that our population right now is an estimate of 22 million. That means it remains the biggest commercial hub right now, all right? The biggest commercial hub, and the state with the highest IGR. Okay, as of 2020, Lagos accounts for 32.1% of 1.31 trillion IGR that was generated by all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. But Lagos State has what? 32%. So don't play with Lagos. All right, I don't even have to say that. I don't have to overemphasize that. Don't play with Lagos, especially when it comes to the Lagos real estate market. Now, I want to share this with you again. I saw this online. You can go and check it out. All right, from the Sun newspaper, the Sun newspaper. I saw this on Sun newspaper. I think one of the days I've forgotten the date. Where Governor Sanwo-Olu, through the Commissioner for Housing, shared this. All right, it was called in to speak at a particular forum. He said that urbanization is increasing real estate investment in Nigeria, and he said that, and I quote exactly what he said through the commissioner. I said. He said that increased urbanization resulting from rural-urban migration, which leads to significant rise in demand for property, both residential and for business purposes, has trickled economic activities in the country, not only in Lagos. Whatever that happens in Lagos also affects what happens around the whole country. He also said that the bright prospect for the real estate investment resulting from the projection indicating rapid population growth rate also help the economic activities. For example, or for instance, it has been projected by 2025, Nigerian population will have increased by 100%. Whoa, that's so massive, right? Nigerian population increasing by 100% by 2025. Hey, every increase adds wealth to some selected people, especially those who create shelter or create housing for other people. Now, follow me closely. For Lagos State, about 12 million will be added to the current population of 22 million by 2050. That's massive. So today we are 22 million. It means very soon, in another 20 plus years, we will contain 34 million. Another 12 million possibly will be added. Okay, while Lagos State accounts for over 20% of the Nigerian population, it also occupies, of course, a small amount, but of course contribute to the economy of Nigeria. Now, this is even complex that even lands also, all right? We have lagoons, we have oceans, we have vast spaces, okay? But with that, Lagos will still continue to be a major hub for real estate business, okay? For real estate business. So that's very, very critical. Now, why am I talking about the Lagos market? Why? I'll share a few things why I'm talking about the Lagos market, and I'm talking in this ad, right? Like I said, I've been in this for quite a while, and I've seen the evolution of some particular places in Lagos State, and I will mention them as we go on in this conversation. So stick very close, and follow me through as I share with you some of this information. So why Lagos? Number one, population. I mentioned population before. There is an ever-increasing population in Lagos State. All right, so population, no doubt, will always be a major driver from the real estate sector. Why? As people come into Lagos, they will need somewhere to stay. Now, where will they stay? Or where will they live? People have to provide shelter. People have to provide accommodation. People have to provide housing for them, either as retail for rental purposes or for commercial or for business purposes, depending on which one. All right, and depending on the area. I'm going to share more on that as we go on. Now, Lagos has grown from just 1.4 million inhabitants in 1970, 1.4 in 1970, and today 22 million. And of course, in the next couple of years, all right, like I said, about 20 years from now, it's going to be about 34 million. Now, look at this. This is shocking. It has been estimated that about 86 people or 86 persons migrate to Lagos every hour. It has been estimated 86 persons migrate to Lagos every hour. That's more like 2,000 persons or so every day. So look at it for a year. That's millions of people coming into the year. Now that's why if you look at that and extrapolate, hey, so large a number of people that are coming to Lagos, right? Why? I've mentioned that before. Why Lagos? Number one is what? Population. Number two, I've mentioned that before, but I'm saying the same thing again now. Lagos is the economic capital of Nigeria. Abuja is the administrative capital of Nigeria. Lagos is the economic capital of Nigeria. This is where it happens when it comes to business. Now, Lagos is the richest state in Nigeria. I've said that a GDP of 33.67 billion US dollars. That's massive, accounting for about 25% of Nigerian total GDP. That's about the 5th largest economy in Africa. And of course, hosting over 2,000 manufacturing companies, over 200 financial institutions, and has a cluster of several businesses, both small SMEs and MSMEs. So this is where this thing is happening. Now, market research also shows that Lagos has the highest property values and the most vibrant real estate market in Nigeria. Why Lagos? Number three. There is also a growing mid-class population. People, the elite that space of the elite is widening. Why? You could see that in some hubs in Lagos. All right, you could see that in some hubs in Lagos. I mentioned some of them as we're going, but take a look at Lekki, for example. Where I'm sharing this from right now in Lekki, all right, in the office in Lekki, sharing this from you from there. If you look at the class of people, you will discover that there's a large number of the middle class. So there's an expansion of the middle class in Nigeria, or in Lagos to be precise. So Lagos boasts of that growing middle class population. Why? Because they have some money to spend on some luxuries. No average or decent middle class Nigerian or Lagosian that wants to stay in a suburb. They want to at least live in a decent accommodation. So with that, of course, they will look for it anywhere they could find it. Now, also, Lagos has the largest share of working population in Africa. Over 15.2 million of that estimated 22 million people are between the ages of 15 to 64, that age bracket. So the middle class is exploding, let me put it that way. And those are the people that will reach out for real estate in the future. And that future is now. Okay? So while Lagos, the last one I'll say here, and last but not least, right, is that there's also fast appreciating property prices in Lagos. It's not a hidden knowledge. Okay, it has been said that's the most expensive area, all right, most expensive neighborhood in the real estate market in Africa is, who can guess? Banana Island. Banana Island. All right. Someone says, how come one tribe in Abuja and Lagos from the east? Let me say that again. How can one tribe in Abuja and Lagos from the east? I'll share that. That's why you're here, Michael. That's why you're here. Thank you for that, that question. I will share that as we go. So just stick close and listen very, very critically to how you can benefit. I'm just sharing that. I know that right now, when we are having participants from different parts of the country, I know that pretty sure, but I'm hammering on two areas. I've mentioned Nigeria as a whole. What I'm saying right now reflects in Abuja a bit, but Lagos is where this thing happens very, very much. And that's why I'm sharing with you those details, those statistics. Like I said, facts don't lie, because it's something you can check out there and confirm if what I'm saying is actually correct or true. Okay, so let's move on. Like I said, Lagos is a dream destination for real estate investment because of the high return of investment on your investment in real estate. Now, like I said before, let me hammer that again, that the most expensive neighborhood in Africa is Banana Island. You can check that out, okay? Banana Island, and it's in Lagos State here, okay? Now, next is the market analysis for Lagos State shows that one of the highest property values in Nigeria, shows it as one of the highest property values in Nigeria. Now, the Lagos State property market, especially the middle market segment, remains the most buoyant. And I shared that before, that the middle class is exploding. Because the middle class is exploding, of course, they will need something decent. Even me, I'm looking for something decent. Although I live in my own place, but I'm looking for something. Everyone has good taste for a good neighborhood. They have good taste for a decent accommodation or property. So that's why, and it's exploding. All right. Look at it right now, because of information, all right, that is available to everyone. Unlike those days when information is being hidden or hoarded, today people know what living a good life is all about. If someone is out there, someone put the microphones on mute. Okay. Now, because of the internet, people have access to, you can, right now you could live outside of this country right from where you are. Why? Because you could see things that are happening all over the world. So the globe is right here on your app, so you can see what is happening. So everyone knows what it is to live a decent life, And because of that, no one wants to play around again with anything childish. Okay, so everyone knows it's good and is going after it. Okay, that's what I'm trying to establish. But the last point here, why Lagos, is that there is a fast urban growth and development, which is the topic of our today's discussion, which is what? Urbanization. Urbanization, how does it affect us? How does it influence the real estate segment, especially in Nigeria? Now, Lagos has a 16% urbanization rate, 16%. One of the fastest growing megacities in the world. That's why 16% of urbanization. That's a whole lot compared to some other countries, okay, or some other states. Okay, even in the north, yes, I know in the north, real estate is not that expensive compared to those two sections. I'm talking about Abuja now, compared to the other parts of the north. Okay, so we must understand this critically well. That's why, like I said, Lagos is megacity. All right. So why the bush you are buying today will become the city faster than you imagine tomorrow. I think I saw a screenshot. I was in a post somewhere on social media some months back. Is this some months back or some weeks back? This is in Abuja about is it Transcorp Hilton Hotel? Transcorp Hilton Hotel, I think so. Transcorp Hotel also. Where it was some years back, bush, and where it is now today. Okay. I was chatting with a friend recently, and he was telling me about Ogba. Ogba is a place in Lagos. That Ogba, some years back, about 20, 25 years ago, Ogba was bush. Now, Ogba is just a suburb that is close to Bega or close to Ikeja, somewhere around close to Ikeja. Now, there is bush. But if you get to Ogba today, I've lived there before. If housing, as I where I was there, if you want to rent a house in Ogba, some years back, at least about 200 to 50. Right? It's a suburb called Okera, somewhere around Ogba 2, neighborhood of 150, 200. But today, 800, 850, 900. Why? Urbanization. So 2% growth rate. And I'm also going to share one of the biggest investment destinations today in Africa. I'm going to share that as we go in the next slide. Okay? Now, why? Now, there's a part, like I said, there's a part of Lagos today that is the fastest and the hottest when it comes to investment destination, not just in Nigeria, but Africa. That part is called Ibeju-Lekki. Now, some years back, I used to share this, I'm not ashamed to say it, that when I came to Lagos about 2003 or so, I got to know them when Lekki was just the waterlogged and was just developing. And then I had some, like I said, I bought my first real estate in 2005. I had some money to buy, but people were calling, come on, buy Lekki. Buy Lekki. Me buy water. Buy water for what? All right? But today, check it out. What the cost of a plot of land in Lekki today? Now, that was then. A lot of people will take advantage of Lekki then. Today, are smiling on the back. I'm streaming right now from Lekki, so I know what I'm talking about. 10 times per year, I know what I'm talking about. Now, Lekki is the hottest right now when it comes to real estate investment. Now, let me talk why Ibeju-Lekki. Because of the time, I'm not going to share some statistics, but I want to say here right now that Ibeju-Lekki is the fastest developing and the fast developing local government in Nigeria today. It's the first and only local government in Nigeria to have an oil refinery, which is the Dangote refinery. The Lekki Seaport. Now, someone is there. Your microphone is not on mute, please. Can you mute your microphone? Frederick? Okay. Sorry, I really don't want distractions, so can we put our microphones on mute, please? Thank you so much, everyone, for being a good audience. All right, thank you so much. If we are getting something, please drop it in the chat room. Say, I'm getting value, I'm getting value, I'm getting value. Please put it in the chat room. I want that feedback. If you have questions, please drop it. I will take it as I go. All right. Right. So this says I'm getting value. All right. Awesome. Let that keep coming in. I'm getting value. If you're getting value, I'm getting value. All right. Jason says I'm getting value. Good to meet you, Jason. Say I'm getting value. Awesome. Great. Now, like I said, right, it plays close to the one and only oil refinery in Lagos State. All right. That has a seaport. It has a Lekki Deep Seaport. It also has a proposed international airport that is coming right now to Ibeju. Now, Ibeju-Lekki is the only local government that's playing a host to all three at the same time. Right? That's very, very awesome. Now, also, according to research, the rate at which Ibeju-Lekki is growing is 3 times other areas in Lagos State. That's why I'm talking about Ibeju-Lekki. Now, I've said before about my experience in Lagos, in Lekki. Now, as at the year 2000, a plot of land in Lekki then was less than 12 million naira. As at the year 2000, all right? I got to know the prices as at 2003, but still just a little above 12 million. Today, if you are looking for a plot of land in Lekki, hold your 200 million. Now imagine people who bought this years back. All right? Imagine, in Lekki phase 1 especially. Now, as at the 90s, a plot of land in Victoria Island was selling for about 10 million in the 90s. Of course, you know the Victoria is far older. Like 10 million in the 90s. Today, if you don't hold your 300 million plus, close to 400 million, just forget about buying a plot there. Now, still, as at the 80s, in Ikoyi, it was 2 million or so as at the 80s. Today, hold your 400 million plus to buy a plot of land in Ikoyi. What are we talking about? There's a fast developing area right now. All right, that place is called Ikota. Ikota. About 4 years ago, if you want to buy a plot of land in Ikota, you hold about 3 million plus, about 3 million, 3.5 billion. Today, hold your 15 to 20 million for you to be able to buy that. Okay, buy a plot of land. Then there's another area also called Songotedo. There are some areas like Songotedo. A plot of land at Songotedo, so many years back, all right, it was about 750,000 naira or so. Yeah, 2004, 2005. I told you about that. Then if you're traveling that axis, it's all bush. As in bush. If you're looking for Lagos Business School, is in Songotedo. That's why I mentioned that. If you're looking for Lagos Business School and you're driving, you would have driven past before you know that there's Lagos Business School there. Why? Because there's bush everywhere to get there. But today, you can't even, there are so many housing units around it. All right, now, like I heard recently, housing is valued, if you want to buy a plot of land, then you hold at least 6 million or 7 million. What are we talking about? Look at the rate of growth in Ibeju-Lekki. And that's why I'm bringing this up to you today. Check this out anywhere. So experts has forecasted that in the next 10 to 15 years, a plot of land at Ibeju-Lekki will be selling for at least 450 million. I want to put our microphones on mute, please. Help me. I want to be able to follow through, please. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So experts have said that in the next 10 to 15 years, to buy a plot of land at the Bejuleki, hold your 450 million. So I read this somewhere, I saw this somewhere, and I said, I'm going to say it today, that Bejuleki is the new real estate Bethlehem. I think it was on business day. I laughed. Remember the Bethlehem story now, when Jesus was born, okay? That Bejuleki is the new real estate Bethlehem. So imagine that you are able to position somewhere in Bejuleki in Lagos State today. And in the last couple of years, let's say 10 years. 10 years is like 10 days. Don't get it twisted. All right? 10 to 15 years is like 10 to 15 days. Don't get it twisted. Before you know, it's 10 years. All right? Of course, you know that. Where were you 10 years ago? You could remember very vividly. So it's not so far from now. 450 million for a land you could barely, like you hold about 4 million, 5 million to 10 million. You could go to at least secure yourself today in the Bejuleki area. But then, the next 10 years, if you didn't sell, right, 450 million. Look at that growth. Look at the massive growth or return on investment. Now, I've said so much now about Bejuleki, about the Lagos real estate market. I've said so much about Nigerian real estate market. I talked about the fact that right now it's booming. In 2020, while people were on lockdown, we were on social media, on Facebook, a lot of real estate companies were selling, and people were paying. Right and lockdown, where people were not earning money, where companies were folding up, real estate businesses were flourishing. I could tell you that for free because I have a lot of people. And up then till now, it's still skyrocketing, it's still moving on. So what should you do right now, participating in this conversation today? What should you do? So you asked me, what should I do? So let me go to the chat room. Put on the chat room right now. The Bible says I'm getting value. Put on the chat room. Say, Terry, what should I do? All right. Let me see that in the chat room. Right now in the chat room, let me hear that coming up right now. Let me hear that coming up right now. What should I do? I want to see that. At least let me ensure that people are following what I've been saying so far. And if you're getting value, put there in the chat room, say I'm getting value, and then ask me, Terry, what should I do to participate in the massive real estate investment in Lagos State or in Nigeria as a whole? Put there. All right. Uchenna says, Terry, what should I do? Chinedu says, Terry, what should I do? Tunde says, Terry, what should I do? Awesome. Keep that coming. Keep that coming. All right. Some people are not just chatting anything right now. They don't get Peters. Kiyemi. Let's get that. That's the reason I'm here. All right. Said Abby. That's the reason I'm here. Awesome. Awesome. Keep that coming. Okay. Said Abby, thanks. Keep that coming. What should I do? Or if you want to replace Ekene says, what should I do? If you want to keep that coming, and if you want to say exactly what Said Abby says, put it too. That's the reason I'm here. All right. Let me see that coming. Let me see that coming. The Bible says, what should I do? Who else? Right? We have a lot of people here right here. Am I speaking English? Right? Keep that coming. What should I do? Awesome. Akiyemi says, what should I do? Keep that coming, please. Right? If I get two more, and I'll continue, and I'll tell you exactly what you should do. Akiyemi says, what should I do? Let me have two more, and I'll go up right now and tell you what you should do shortly. All right? Akiyemi says, what should I do? Who else? Who else? Two more. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I will say, what should you do? Yeah, iPhone, what should I do? iPhone, who's holding the iPhone? Okay. What should I do? Okay, so what should I do, or what should you do to invest in the massive real estate evolution in Lagos State and in Nigeria as a whole? Now, number one, I'm going to tell you for free. Number one, what you should do exactly what I have done, exactly what I did many years back. Do the same thing. All right? Say, change your mindset. There is a particular mindset that you have up to now, and I know you were ready to change it. That's why you're here to have at least more information about what this is all about. So the first thing you should do is change your mindset. So go to the chat room, put it in the chat room, say, change your mindset. Change your mindset. Let me see that coming. Say, change your mindset. All right? Or say, personalize. You can also personalize it. I am going to change my mindset, or I'm ready to change my mindset. All right? That's the first thing you want to do. When you see a new information, what should you do? Adjust. All right? I did that many years back. I did that and my life changed totally. And I was able to get what I to do exactly on invest in industry, all right, for myself. So the same thing you want to do, right? Uchenna says, I'm changing it today. Awesome, that's great. All right, so keep that comment. Say, I'm changing my mindset, or change your mindset, or change my mindset, whatever way you want to mindset. All right, that's positive confirmation. When you put it in the chat room, it means your mind is going to agree with you. All right, Tunde says, I'm ready to change my mindset. So change your mindset. It's the first thing you have to do. Change it. Why? As a man thinks, so you see, you can never do anything beyond the level of your thoughts. So it is what you know, the decision that you make come exactly from your thought pattern. If you want to change the kind of decisions you will make, you have to change the kind of thoughts you think. And if you change the thoughts, for you to change the thoughts you think, of course, you have to listen to new information that supersedes the old information that you have. And then you will have changed that. And of course, at the end result, you're going to see something different for yourself. So change your mindset. That's what I did. Change your mindset. The next thing you will do after changing your mindset is do what I did. Run after information. Run after information. That's the next thing you should do. Run after information. Invest in continuous learning. Invest in continuous learning. Join webinars like this. Okay? Join webinars like this. I don't know if everyone right here, right now, is on our mailing list. If you're not on our mailing list, okay, that's fine. You can join our mailing list from time to time. We share information about the real estate market. Of course, some of this information we're also going to send it in bits, all right, to our email list, okay, to those who are email. So if you want to get some more information, quality information about the Lagos real estate market or Nigeria real estate market, be a part of our mailing list. So Chinedu want to drop our mailing list on the chat room, so people who have not been a part of that can actually join right now to get more information. So join, all right, our mailing list, so you can be a part of this. You can hear more information about the market. You can get valid information. Okay, join our mailing list. Also follow us on social media. We also share some good information on social media. Okay, so follow us now. Our social media handles is Landlord Real Estate. For Facebook, for Instagram, for LinkedIn, you can join us on any of them. Okay, or you can go on our website. Okay, we'll put some information there right now also on our website. Valid information. We have blogs there where we share some of this information at www.landlordltd.com. So Chinedu also want to drop that in the chat room. Okay. Okay, so Chinedu says drop your email so you can be part of the email list. Okay, so put your emails there. If you registered for this webinar, of course, you have your emails already. But if you did not, if you got a link from one of our team members, all right, please drop your email so you can be part of our mailing list. And also, like I said, follow us right now on social media. Okay, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, we are all right there. So we also post information there, and also you can also check that on other places. So the next thing you want to do is also make research. Do a lot of research. Okay, go online, do a lot of research. There's so much value out there you can learn from. Okay, now, like I said, second thing is invest in continuous learning. Armstrong Williams, who's an entrepreneur, said something. He said, no, now, one thing I tell everyone is learn about real estate. He said, repeat after me. Real estate provides the highest returns, the greatest values, at the least risk. So let me tell you the same thing like Armstrong. Okay? Now, repeat after me. So put it in the chat room right now. Real estate provides the highest returns. Drop it in the chat room. Okay? Drop it in the chat room. Real estate provides the highest returns, the greatest values, and the least risk. So invest in continuous learning. The last thing about learning is this. We do these webinars every month. Every month. Okay? We do this every month. If you're on our mailing list, you will know when the next one is going to come up. But if not, all right, if not, you need to prepare. I think every third or fourth weekend, we do this monthly webinars where we share information about the real estate market. Also, you want to also be a part of that so you can learn more about it. Nothing comes easy to you without you knowing it. You have to invest your time in learning about the Nigerian real estate market. Now, this third thing, number 3. Now, what have I said so far? You can drop it in the chat room. All right, I always drop it in the chat room. Change your mindset. Next thing is invest in continuous learning. The third thing you want to do, let me prepare that. The third thing you want to do is buy real estate now. Somebody say buy real estate now. Put it in the chat room. Say buy real estate now. Buy real estate now. That's the third thing you want to do. You ask me, what should you do? I'm telling you what you should do right now. Buy real estate now. Someone says that you don't wait to buy real estate. You buy real estate and wait. Buy real estate now. Put it in the chat room. Say buy real estate now. Right? Willis Roger says, don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and wait. Marshall Field says, buying real estate is not only the best way, the quickest way, the safest way, but the only way to become wealthy is through real estate. Okay, he says, I'm ready. Awesome. Right? Andrew Carnegie, the billionaire industrialist, all right, in the US, says something. He said 90% of all millionaires became so through owning real estate. He said more money has been made in real estate than in all other industrial investments put together. He says the wise young man or wage earner of today invests his money in real estate. Hey, somebody says buy real estate now. Okay, that's the third thing you want to do. Don't waste any time. Buy real estate. Put it there. Say I'm buying real estate now. All right, awesome. I see that coming in. Okay, some of my people who have been commenting on the chat room, they are not there. Please put it in the chat room. Buy real estate now. Buy real estate now. So that's what you want to do. I did that. Like I said, I didn't take it twice. I said, let me fail forward. If you don't have to make mistakes, I'm going to fail forward. I'm going to make the mistakes, but I'm still going to do it. Okay? And good enough, you have also learned to. Okay? Buy real estate now. Next, number four. Invest now in land banking. Okay, I know some of us don't understand what land banking is. I'll talk more about that later, okay? But invest in land banking. Even if you don't have the money to buy a plot of land or buy a house right now, there are other ways you could invest into the real estate sector. I will talk about it much later, but there are other ways you can invest with whatever little that you have. You can take advantage of the value chain in the real estate industry. I will share more about that as I go before I end this conversation today. But invest in land banking. Buy bushes, that's what it means. Land banking is about buying bushes. When I say bushes, it's relative. I'm not saying buy farmland. I'm saying buy places where development is going to. Where development is going to. I remember 2004, 2005. If you want to go to La Campagne, it's like travel because you will drive through bushes, several bushes before you get there. You will think you have moved job out of Lagos State. Today, the story has changed. The Dangote refinery, the Lekki Free Trade Zone, the Lagos Deep Sea Port, the International Airport, the Fort Mainland Bridge, other FMCGs, top FMCG companies, is FMCG now, big industries are right now in that axis. In that axis right now. The Dangote fertilizer, they're all in that axis right now. Okay, so it's no longer bushes, but many years back, it's bushes. Buy bushes, relative, in quote, today, so that tomorrow you can be a part of a city development. That's what land bank is all about. Okay? Mark Twain says, buy land. They are not making land again anymore. All right? Buy land. Buy land. So somebody says buy land or invest now in land banking. So somebody says buy land. Let me go to the chat room. Okay, I'm wrapping this very, very shortly. Somebody says buy land. Put it there in the chat room. Buy land. Buy land. Buy land. Buy land. Number 5, which is the last one, is you can become a real estate broker. So you can sell. You can sell for real estate companies if you don't have. You can sell for other people and take advantage of it. Okay, take advantage of it. You don't have the money enough. You can take advantage of the sector by helping others who have. Become a middleman and then be able to take advantage and still get something for yourself. And over time, as you get it, invest. Put your money in, invest. Over time, it grows. Real estate is the only investment that doesn't go down, doesn't depreciate. It always appreciates. You cannot buy it today and tomorrow it says, it has come down. It will always go up. How fast it will go up depends on the location. It depends on where you see government is going to. All right? Where is government going to? I could tell you for free, and I said that already. Ibejuleki is everything right now. When it comes to Lagos State, and the returns is far mind-blowing because of the government presence. Buy real estate. I can't emphasize that. Okay? So right now, in wrapping up my conversation today, I'm going to share my screen and take you to the last few slides for another 5 minutes, and I'll be done with this conversation, and I'll give us an opportunity to ask questions. Okay? I'll give us an opportunity to ask questions. I will run through these slides right now. If you could see the slides, please let me know. Now, this is where decision is time is, where this is where it's critical. What's his name that asks, that's why I'm here. Okay, this is what you should do right now. This is what you should do right now. Okay, I'm going there now. If you could see the screen, let me know you could see my screen. So who are we? Who we are? We are Landlord Real Estate. We are a real estate development and general construction company. We are focused on pioneering the integration of technology and automation into residential and commercial real estate using sustainable methods. Okay, we have a team of people who have been doing this for several years. We exist not only in Lagos State, we exist in Abuja, we also exist in Lorry, and right now we're looking forward to several other cities like Port Harcourt, Ibadan, and Abeokuta very, very soon. So we are very growing and we are very dynamic. Okay, we have a statement of purpose. We have a vision statement, which is to invest, innovate the then, now, and future of global real estate. And of course, we have a mission there, which is also to create innovative products in the real estate industry and a corporate goal. Now, what we bring to the market, this is very critical. What we bring to the marketplace is very simple. Our plot size are big size plots. All right, I will give instant allocation after full payment. We also have reduced restrictions on our estates. What I mean by reduced restriction, we don't tell you to do it this way, have this color, this is the kind of roof. We don't give you stress. We just do just the basic things that you need to know. All right, the basic restrictions that we give, or maybe the distance between your drainage, of course, we don't do drainage anyway, and your property. Just basic things, right? No serious restrictions on our estates. Like we also have all our projects are both residential and commercial estates. Okay. Right, and also we do direct delivery of documents to our clients. Flexibility in our process, client satisfaction is our focus. And of course, all our projects are free from any encumbrances. Come the next 20 years, it will be there. Nobody can touch it because we are bringing value to the marketplace. Now, don't go. I'm going to share some very critical things right now that you need to, that will blow your mind. And then, of course, I'll give us an opportunity to ask questions. Next is this. What are our projects? Number one project that we have right now is called the Royco Estate. The Royco Estate is situated just next to a place called Alaro City. So I'll be talking about Ibejuleki. All our projects right now are in Ibejuleki, and there's a place called Alaro City. Alaro City is popular by the government, and it's for those who understand, who knows Lagos and Ogun State very well. There's Redeem Camp. Redeem Camp is a city on its own. Alaro City is another city in that axis between Eleko and Ekpe. So it's on the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway, okay? All right, so Royco is situated just about 2 minutes drive from Alaro City, okay? Now, the title on Royco is the certificate of occupancy, which is called the CFO, and like I said, all our plot size is 600 square meters, and the cost is 6 million naira per plot, okay? Now, our next project, I'm running through this as fast as possible, is called Eshetal Estate. Now, Eshetal has the title as registered survey. The plot size is 600 square meters, like I said, and the price is 4.5 million. Now, this Eshetal is located just about a few minutes drive from the Dangote refinery, 2 minutes drive from Lakampine Resort. All right, that is on that axis. Remember, I talked a lot about the Dangote refinery and all those industrialization that is going on in that axis. Eshetal is just a few minutes drive from the Dangote refinery or Dangote fertilizer on that axis. Now we have a third project right now. Someone there is on the, put the microphone on mute, please. The third project we have is called the Chesterfield. Chesterfield is on Eleko town, right? It's directly on the road. All of the estates is also on the road. Chesterfield is directly on the road, okay? And Eleko is placed the host community. Now someone is you know, struggles there. Okay. Computers. Okay. Let's have our microphones on mute, please. I appreciate that. All right. Now let me wrap this up quickly. Chesterfield. All right. Chesterfield is at the Eleko town, like I said, and the Eleko town is the community that plays host for the popular Eleko Beach Resort. Okay. So ours is just about 2 minutes drive from the Eleko Beach Resort, and also 2-min drive from a popular, the popular Amen estate. Okay, so a plot of 600 square meters and a plot of land at Chesterfield is 10 million naira. Now, it doesn't end there, so watch out for the next thing I'm going to say right now. Okay, so those are the 3 projects that we have. We have some other projects that is coming up very shortly before the end of this year. They are massive. It's somewhere around the agile axis, but that's not for this conversation today. But if you follow us closely, when we launch that estate, you will be on the know. But what I can tell you for free right now is that it's on the it's on the agile axis, Okay, so that's Chesterfield. So now, how do you benefit from this? Now, like I said at the beginning, if you stay to the end, I'll be giving an offer which is so good to be true. So good to be true offer that you can take advantage of right now. Now, this is not open to the public. If you are following on social media, it's not on social media. This is for you because you took your time to be a part of this webinar today. All right. So as a part of this webinar, so what should you do right now? How should you take advantage of this? So for everyone who's been on the webinar, our team right now is on the chat room. We're going to watch out for this. We are giving off all our estates right now, all our estates, a 5% off. All right, I think somebody will celebrate on this. All right, 5% off the prices of all our estates. Okay, so it means for Chesterfield that's 10 million, you have 5% off. For Royal Court that's 6 million, you have 5% off. All right, for Etchetal that's 4.5 million, you have 5% off. That's so massive for everyone who's been a part of this. And of course, tomorrow is Saturday. We can also do a site inspection for you. So we're going to the site, right? If you are interested right now, may not be in pay right now, all right? But of course, we need to pay a 20% down payment to put that down. And also we have flexibility of our payment plan. We can do a payment plan for up to 24 months. But if you're ready right now, you want to visit the site, we have the site inspection tomorrow, and you want to at least, first of all, let me see where the sites are. I'll be able to see it, I'll be able to assess it. Right, we have the site inspection tomorrow. We want to put it right now, indicate your interest right now in the chat room. All right, Chinedu, please watch out for those who want to take interest. All right, you never can tell. You never can tell. Anyone who put an interest right now in the chat room, you never can tell. There could be just with something better. Okay, but at least let's start from indicating interest that you want to go to the site tomorrow to at least see what these 3 projects are all about, especially for those who are in Lagos State. If you're not in Lagos State, and you can make your way here to Lagos before tomorrow, that would be very great. So you can come around and see where our estates are and at least take advantage of the gold mine that is in the real estate industry in Lagos State. So like I said, 5% off the price, 20% down payment, and you are good to go. But let's talk about this, all right? Chinedu, also put your number on the chat room, all right? Put your number on the chat room. You can reach the numbers of the chat room, all right? Also drop my number on the chat room, drop my number on the chat room. Chinedu, drop your number on the chat room too. So you pick those numbers and then reach out to us. Also indicate your interest in the chat room. Let's know you, all right? We're going to get across to you so we can schedule your time so we can visit the sites tomorrow. There's going to be a site inspection tomorrow, all right? We'll also let you know where you can meet us, and then we'll take it on to the site. All other things will follow through after that. For those who have, who want to say, yes, I will see the site, but right now I want to commit because this doesn't last forever, okay? This 5% off or this offer is not forever. It's just going to be for moving into the new week, okay? Moving into the new week, not later than the end of, I think Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, okay? So, but at least let's start off from the site inspection. We want to see the site tomorrow. And of course, then we'll talk about the down payment. But for those who want to do the down payment outrightly, please call us on those numbers that is on the chat room right now. And then let's talk about how you can actually go around that. And then everything we'll take it off from there. So that's the offer. Now for those who says, I'm not in Lagos, I'm in Kaduna, I'm in this, I'm in where other places like Kano, I'm in Ibadan. I really don't have so much. I don't have 10 million, I don't have 4.5 million, I don't have 6 million, I don't even have the 5% off. So how do I take advantage of it? Very simple. Very simple. We have what we call the land banking offer. Okay, the land banking offer. You can invest in the land in the real estate sector through investing your money. Now we allow minimum of 500,000 naira right now on investments here, so you can get return on investment every month, paid into your account every month. So for 3 months, 3% is paid to your account every month when you plug in 500,000. Now 500,000 to infinity. You can plug in 10 million, you can plug in 50 million, you get 3% every month. If you want to start with the first level, there was a Starpedia. 9% for 3 months, 6%, 18% for 6 months, 9%, 27% for 9 months, up 12% is 36, 12 months is 36%. Or you want to take it a step further, you said I want to get a step further, I want more return on investment, we can give up to 100% return on investment for a minimum of 500,000 naira investment. You don't own any land, but if you take advantage of the real estate sector, paid to your account at an appointed time. So for those who want to take advantage, you can screenshot this, want to take advantage of the land market offer, drop your information in the chat room. Okay, drop it in the chat room, just put there for the land market offer. Chinedu will also be taking your details, and then we'll reach out to you after this conversation. Like I said, the best time to invest in real estate is now, not tomorrow. You want to take a position right now, you want to take a posture right now. Everyone should be taking advantage of the real estate industry. Don't say, I didn't tell you. Finally, find out where people are going. That's what William says. And buy the land before they get there. Buy the land before they get there. Real estate, Franklin D. Roosevelt, US president, says, real estate can never be lost or stolen. Nor can it be carried away. Purchased with common sense, paid for in full, and managed with reasonable care is about the safest investment in the world. Okay? All right, so I'll stop my screen share right now. And then I want to wrap this up conversation. I believe it's been an awesome time today. If you have questions, drop it in the chat room. Thank you everyone for listening. All right, I will be just hanging around and I'm about to Chinedu right now. And I'll hang around for those who have questions, who want to ask questions about the offer, about what I've shared, about the investment opportunities. Please share it in the chat room. We'll take those questions briefly, and then we'll call it a day very shortly. I believe I'll be able to keep the time. All right, I think I was just on time. Okay. Okay. So thank you everyone for the opportunity. Thank you, the group managing director of Landlord Real Estate, for the opportunity to share. Thank you, Chinedu, for being a good host. I appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. Question time now, and I'll it over back to Chinedu. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Terry. Thank you so much. We do appreciate loaded session, and I'm sure we all learned a lot from this session. And I'm really excited about the whole thing. And yes, it's question time. So like, if you've got questions, you can just indicate by raising your hand. You can just indicate by raising your hand if you've got a question. Okay, someone is asking a question. Aderuke is asking a question in the chat. You can type your question in the chat. So Aderuke says, what if I want to help the company in selling properties? Okay. Terry, speaker.
You have seen that Peter says, what if I want to help the company in selling property? So I believe Chinedu dropped his phone number in the chat room. Also drop my phone number in the chat room too. All right, so Peter, reach out to us after this conversation. Let us know where you are as you join this webinar, and then we'll take it up from there. How you can also get a part of join the real estate industry, take advantage of this through us. We'll let you know when you make that call.
Okay. So Apiyemi is asking, would this axis turn to another Apapa?
Okay, great. Awesome. Thank you, Akemi, for that question. Okay, so one thing you can be sure of right now is that, yes, there's a whole lot of massive development coming into that place, but of course, it's not anyhow. All right? Everything, it's in a master plan, duly planned, the road and everything. Right now, there's concession on the road. Dangote is building the road right now, directly from Eleko town, tax to the refinery. And of course, if you've been on other axis, you also notice or know that there's also construction, serious construction from Eleko junction down towards to Ekpe already, almost in the completion stages. Okay, that will also let you know too that you can't just do just anything anyhow in that place. All right, otherwise government will be on you. Now, when it comes to industrialization, of course, like I said, there's a master plan. The government is fully present there, and you can't just do anything. There are places, even the distance between the residential apartments and the refinery is some kilometers. It's some kilometers. So that will let you know that there's a proper plan there. So it will rest. Yes, there's going to be a lot of massive development. The whole idea is to create an ecosystem in that axis so that like we know, people in the island don't like to come to the mainland. Okay, when the island was evolving, people were coming to the mainland. You can live, walk, go to church, go to mosque, go everything around the island. So you don't have any business with mainland. Same thing is happening in Beju right now. You can do everything in the future. That future is now, it's tomorrow, it's next year, it's 2 years from now. The whole idea is to create an ecosystem wherein in Ibejuleki, you don't have any business with Aja. You don't have any business with Aja. You don't have any business with Lekki. You don't have any business with beer. Why? They're going to create, that's why the Fort Mainland Bridge is coming there. That's why the international airport is coming there. That's why the all industries are coming there. Estate development is coming. Of course, they can't be just any estate. You know, Lagos, when it comes to estate development, they are very strict compared to any other state in Nigeria. Why? Of course, you know. So that is why I could tell you for free, it's not going to be like another Apapa. It will be more like the mega city that I've already planned. So thank you for that question, Akim.
Okay.
Any other question?
Any other question, guys? More question? Okay. Akim is asking another question. Is asking, industrialization means pollution. What do you think?
Okay, Kevin. So maybe you want to join us for site inspections tomorrow. I don't know if you've been to that axis, but put in your number, join us for site inspection tomorrow. So you can see right now the Dangote finalizer is working. The Dangote refinery is at skeletal operations right now. There are several organizations, big investments going on right now. I think what is called it? Power oil industry is there. Kellogg's is there. There are several industries already going on there. Some inverter companies, some Chinese companies, they're already there. So come and see and analyze, I think Monday to Friday, if there's actually pollution. Okay? Just come and see there's pollution there. But I can tell you for free, like I told you, it's already planned out. And everything is taken care of. Today, it's not like those days. Things have changed. Same way the internet has changed things, technology has changed things. Same way industrialization has changed. If you are following agriculture, you know also that agriculture has changed. There's a way you can plant crops right now without soil. So things are evolving. Hey, bro, I hope you are following through, all right? So the best thing you could do is see for yourself. Put your name on the chat room, put your number there, and join us for site inspection tomorrow so you can come and evaluate by yourself and see if there's pollution going on. Thank you.
Okay, so I think Akiemi is already indicated interest for inspection. So I think he sent the number to me, or to us really. Actually, I don't know if we have any other question. Our speaker is still very much available. Terry is here. So more question, please. Okay, someone is asking, I'm not sure who that is, FA iPhone. This is, how do you know the authenticity of lands at Ibejuleki? Okay, Terry.
Okay, how do you know, thank you for that question. How do you know the authenticity of lands at Ibejuleki? That's the reason, I think we did a webinar last week. I did a webinar last month, September 18th, and it's on YouTube. You can go to our YouTube channel. I think it's at Landlord Real Estate. Maybe Chinedu want to drop that in, just drop the link there, where I shared, I did that conversation on lands, acquiring lands in Nigeria, how you can acquire lands in Nigeria without any stress, okay? You can go on the YouTube channel and watch that video where I did that. I think it was about 45 minutes or 50 minutes video. But still, okay, sorry, somebody says, okay. Authenticity of lands at Ibejuleki. Now, I could tell you for free that there are lands that are government lands, committed land, we call them committed lands. There are also lands that are not committed. Okay. Now, all you need to do is verify from whoever is telling you to come and look at lands there, like you just verify, right? Because that, like I said, that side, that axis, the government presence heavy on that axis. Still, like you know, They will always be fraudsters in anywhere where things are going. So, but I could tell you for free about us. I've shown you right now on the screen when I was sharing about the titles on our properties. All our estates has titles. Okay, so if you are interested in taking advantage of our offer and you have gone at least taking the first step with having a conversation, you visit the site, you can ask for the title and go and verify by yourself. Okay, you can go and verify on the Ministry of Lands. We have those titles, you can verify them. So when it comes to authenticity, our lands are legit and you can verify. And we don't do several other things that some other real estate companies are doing. We have client satisfaction as one of our core values. We have a lot. I also shared some of the things that what we bring to the table. Okay, we bring a lot of new things to the table. We bring a lot of value to the table. Okay, we don't want to have people in the next 10, 20, 50 years, 15 years start biting their hands that they don't have land. You can buy land and go and sleep. Come back 30 years, your land is there. Okay, nobody's going to encroach into it. So our lands are authentic, our lands are legit, our lands are valid. You can verify them on the Ministry of Lands if you want to, but they are, and nobody will encroach into them. You can go and sleep. Tomorrow, you get value for it. Thank you so much.
Okay, actually, the FA iPhone, I'm not sure who that is. Yeah, asking a question and saying, also, do you have any lands for sale in that axis currently?
When I said that you were not in, you're not in. Okay, all right. So, yeah, can you provide the website of the company? I think it's on the chat room. All right. Drop the website again on the chat room. Chinedu. All right, you can go there right now as we're talking right now. www.landlordltd.com and see what's on the website. Drop your contact details, Chinedu. Drop my contact details there too. All right, or you can also email us at info@landlordltd.com. Right, if you want information, or you can call us right now after this conversation. We'll take it up from there. Then also you asked the question, do you have lands for sale in that axis? And I said yes. Then we have 3 projects in that axis, in the Vejuleke axis. The 3 projects are directly on the road. We have Chesterfield. Chesterfield is at Eleko Town. Eleko Town is the host community of the popular Eleko Beach Resort. So our own project is just about 2 minutes drive from the Eleko Beach Resort, 2 minutes drive from the popular Amen Estate Phase 1 and 2, about 3 minutes drive from the Lekki Ekpe Expressway. Now we have another project on the Dangote Refinery axis. So when I say Dangote Refinery axis, I'm not saying just about 1 minute trek to the refinery. No, there are already reserved areas. When you're driving on that axis, you will see areas that nobody can buy. Even the government already reserved those areas. There are areas that are residential. You will notice it when you're driving on that axis. Okay, so as it has a place called Orion Town. Orion Town is about 2 minutes drive from Lakampine Resorts. You will see a lot of estates on that axis. Okay, so that's Etchetal, and that project on that axis is Etchetal. The cost for that is 4.5 million per plot. For Chesterfield is 10 million per plot. Then we have another on the Lekki Ekpe axis, a place called Elerengbe. Elerengbe just out of the Long Bridge. If you are going to Ekpe, once you drive to the Long Bridge and come out of the Long Bridge, you're at Elerengbe, whatever it is. All right, it's just about 2 minutes drive from Alaro City, or after the Long Bridge, just about 1 minute drive, you get to Royco. Royco is 6 million per plot. Our plot size is 600 square meters. Others do 500, 450, but we do 600 square meters. And title on that is C of O. Okay, the title of Chesterfield is Gazette. The title on Exeter is the register survey for now, but CFO in view. Working on the CFO for now. That's even why the price is a bit low. Of course, you know when the CFO comes out, that price will be far more than that. So what you can do is buy now and then wait. And of course, there's a lot of position. So if you have more information, you want to get more information, just call the number, go on our website, send an email, and they'll get across to you. But most importantly, indicate interest. You want to see these lands. Okay, you want to see these projects. I have site inspections tomorrow. Call the number right now you see on the chat room and indicate you want to go for site inspections tomorrow, and then we'll take it up from there. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Terry. We are loaded today, and so the FA iPhone says the name is Adenuga. It says we'll call later offline. Fine, we'll be expecting your call. Hope you can join us for the inspection as well. And for those of us who have sent details for the inspection, we've got in there. And we hope that you'll be available tomorrow for that inspection. And so we're looking forward to having you. You can still send your details if you're interested in inspection tomorrow. And if you have any more questions, you can ask. Terry is still around, very much available. We're not in a hurry to leave you, but yeah, we want to answer your questions before we leave. Any other question, guys? Okay, in the absence of any other question, I would thank you all for participating in this webinar. Like I said before, I have something for you, and if you actually are interested, you could send me your email, send your email to these numbers as well, just the numbers in your screen. So when you send your email to the number, we'll reply with goodie. It's just like a real estate ebook. And so we'll send it to you via WhatsApp. So when you send your number to any of these numbers for the ebook. So when you send your number to either Terry or myself, you get a copy of the ebook sent to you via WhatsApp. Okay, thank you all for coming. And I think it's been a great session. Thank you, Terry. And we hope to see you at the inspection tomorrow. Thank you so much. Right, so this is the end of the webinar.